Thank you very much, John. It's good to be back. How was lunch? I feel like I never left you. We have a second complimentary program for you now. It's an extension of our first program. So the first program was about awareness, self-awareness, membership, and the selling of Rotary, and how we might be more persuasive. And if you think about persuasion, it's not just about recruiting new members. It's about raising money. It's about getting people to come to our events who may never join Rotary, but we need them to come to our events, right? Our fundraisers and dances and all of the things that we do. And then this program is about those specific persuasion techniques, and in particular, an experience I'm having this year in real time as District Governor of District 6380, which is in southeastern Michigan and part of Western Ontario. So I want to tell you how we've gone about that this year. It's quite exciting. We have a district that perhaps, like most Rotary districts, suffers from under-marketing. And I'm very pleased with the marketing you're doing in your district. I think in many ways it's better than what we're doing back home. But in 6380, we could do a better job of promoting Rotary and persuading people to try Rotary out at various levels. So one of the ideas I came up with early on as I was getting in line to be district governor, and those of us in the governor chain understand this, you're in line for 2 or 3 years before you become governor, and then there's like this, we call it the decompression phase, where you just relax after, and you're still very much involved with leadership in the district, but you're relaxing into being a mortal again, a Rotarian again. It's a bizarre experience. This year, I put in place a theme for our district. Now, the theme, John, forgive me, for the conference is, I think, reaching higher, right? Or reach out. Reach out. And that's just for the conference or for the whole year? Just for the conference. So we don't do that back home. We wanted, just this year, a theme for the whole year. And the theme that I asked the district to consider, and they accepted, was this concept of going public with Rotary. The actual theme is Go Public with Rotary. And we pitched it to them. I didn't take it for granted they would understand what Go Public would mean. I felt I would explain it, and then, of course, they would appreciate it more. And here's how I explained it to people. I said to them that we have too many Rotary events that are they're Rotary events that are open to the public. And what I'd like to have this year are public events sponsored by Rotary. Do you understand the twist? It's a big difference. And here's why. Remember I said earlier that Rotarians tend to treat, or anybody in a club, treats club members better than they treat other people, by definition. The same thing is true when you have an event and the billboard or the sign says it's a Rotary event. People see the sign and they decide not to come because they're not Rotarians. It's a Rotary event. And so what we wanted to do was get away from that perception and be very clear, this is a public event and everyone is welcome, and by the way, it's sponsored by Rotary. And the results have been nothing short of amazing. So do you have a Meet the Governor night or some sort of a governor installation event here? We changed it from a daytime event to a nighttime event, and we made it a public event sponsored by Rotary. Now you might ask, why would anybody from the public come to a Meet the Governor night? It's bizarre. It's a total non-starter, except we had the event at a beautiful yacht club. It was the Detroit Yacht Club, and it's on Belle Isle, a beautiful island. We are an international district, so we have clubs in Michigan and we have clubs in Canada, and Belle Isle is an island between 2 countries celebrating Rotary. It was almost poetic, and the audiences loved it. And we pushed it out to the public, and we made it a roast of the incoming governor. You know what a roast is? Funny, make fun, poke fun at the governor. Joy, they're going to do that anyway. You might as well have them come to the party and do it. And they did it right. You know, we had a little dais, you know, like the old Dean Martin roast. Remember Dean Martin on television? And so we would be on I was on the dais, and the people would come, people who I knew were funny, and they would stand, like I would sit here, and they would stand here, and they would tease me about various things. And it was sold out. We didn't have any empty tickets in the room. Now, that was an interesting moment because people from my district, I think we had, Renee, 100, it was a small room, 168 people, 1,700 people in the district. Not many people normally come to the governor installation. Nobody cares. We've created that culture. Nobody cares that the governor's being installed. So we had this event with only 170 seats, and it was sold out. And people were saying, what do you mean it's sold out? Rotary events never sell out. Ah, but they are now. This is a public event sponsored by Rotary. We had over 20 people who were not even Rotarians at the governor installation event. Why wouldn't you want to go to a yacht club and have drinks on the patio after work with your mates and visit with a good comedy show inside, you see? So it was an interesting twist to marketing what is normally a very insular, very quiet event. And we were just getting started.